Streaming. Okay. Good morning and welcome to Citizen AY. Apologies for the mix-up and things going on. Not quite sure what happened there, but anyway, we're here. We had to restart everything because it was just really weird what was happening. But anyway, we're back, which is the most important thing. And join us for a live broadcast. This is going to be taking some time. It may take us some time to get through this, but before I go ahead and do it, I will want as many people as people coming in, and let us put this broadcast there. I want you to see this is the image that is of immense importance that we see. So it will take me some time, just bear with me, but I will get there. I just need to be sure of what is going on, what is happening, and why and where and all of that. So let me just get my bearings. So give me a few minutes. I will be some time yet. So just bear with us. Oh Lord. Can you see me? I hope you can see me. Yes, you can see me. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we got that right. So you can see me all right. Please subscribe to Citizen AY as you're watching and share this broadcast with people. It really is important. The information that we're about to discuss here is going to be opening the eyes of many of us. It's going to open the eyes of many of us. I don't know why this is happening this morning, but just bear with me. We will get there. I promise you, we will get there. Now, okay, I think I got where I wanted to go. So now we're going to do this now. What I want to do is give me a few minutes. I want to share this on as many platforms as possible. So you go ahead and do the same thing. But keep in mind, what you see on the screen there is very important. It says the election is already decided without a single vote casted in the 25th of February elections 2023. Please invite all the obedient to join this live broadcast. Join Citizen AY to find out why. Please subscribe to HTTPS, so you can do that. Just help us do that. Help us reach as many people as possible with that information. It's really, really important because we want, click on the subscription button in the 25th of February. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? Sorry about this. HTTPS, so you can do that. Just help us do that. Help us reach as many people as possible. Something is happening information. Here. It's really, really important. Sorry about this. Because we want really understand what's going on. Click on the subscription button in the 25th of February. Know what's going on. So shut that what's down. Going on here. What's going on? There is some noise I'm hearing in the background which shouldn't be there. So we're trying to about this. HTTPS, so you can do that. Just help us do that. Help us reach as many people as possible. Something is happening. So I don't know what's happening there, but I've had to shut that down. But whatever it is, rest assured we've got it down. Now we're back. I don't know what was happening there, but it was really interfering. It seems like some sort of noise was playing in the background. And it's really important that we spend the time to get everything right here, because this information is a gem of information that we can all look at ourselves and begin to really question what we have been told. We need to use our eyes, our mind, because what they have done is simply staggering. And if we did not check all of this out, we will not be doing justice to what needs to be done. So let us do this. Okay, so we need to find this out. Where is it? One second. Let me just find this out for you. I just want you to bear with me. This will take some time, but we will get it done. The important thing is to get this done, however long it takes, because we need that information to reach more people. Very, very important. So, and how we place this is of extreme importance. It's of extreme importance. So I don't want anything to be holding things up. Once we start the broadcast, it will all make sense. But please take in what you're seeing on your screen as read. Take it in. Consider it. Look at those pictures. So let's just go back here. 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Yeah. So that I want you to continue to consider in your discussion. Sorry. So here we go. Okay, so now that's done. So now we can I think we're set now. I think we're set. So what I will do, just give me a few more minutes. I want to share it on as many platforms as possible because this is so important. And I'd like you to discuss it with you. So let me see. I will be sometime yet. What's going on? Something is holding things up when it's done. So now we can I think we're set now.
Whoa.
I think we're set.
What is
So
going
what
on?
I will do, just give me a few more minutes. I want to share it on as many platforms as possible.
Something is
because
happening
this is
here.
so important.
In your
And I'd like you
discussions.
to discuss
Sorry
it
about
with you.
this.
Sorry about this. I need to check it.
What is
so let me
going
see.
on?
I will be sometime yet. There is something going on here that I don't understand. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? I hope you can hear me because there's some noise I'm hearing in the background. Can you still hear any noise? I think
Whoa.
we're set.
What is
So
going
what
on?
I will do, just give me time.
your
And I'd like you
discussions.
to discuss. So I'm trying to get and understand what is actually happening because there's some noise. Can you hear some? Let me just check it myself here because I'm rather surprised at what is going on. And I don't understand why I'm hearing some background noise that is clearly not showing on the system. And it's important that if I'm going to go ahead, that I do not. Oh, sorry, I'm with you. Sorry about that. Take that away. Now we are okay. Now I think I've got it. Sorry. That's what I couldn't pick out. I picked it out now. I hope you can. Something has been going on and I can't work out what it is. So I wanted to understand why that is. Okay, hang on. Okay, 1, 2. This is really weird today. This morning is, beg your pardon. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? I hope you can hear me. Okay, I'm hearing something in the background and it's not, I do not want to proceed with this broadcast without resolving that because I don't want anything to interrupt what we're about to do. So it's really important. So this is really weird today. This morning is, beg your pardon. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to make sure we are on the right track. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm hearing something in the background and it's not, I do not want to proceed with this broadcast without resolving that because I don't want anything to interrupt what we're about to do. I'd rather wait, make sure it's really important. Okay, so now. So this is really weird today. This morning is, beg your pardon. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to make sure we are on the right track. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm hearing something in the background and it's not, I do not want to proceed with this broadcast without resolving that because I don't want anything to interrupt what we're about to do. I'd rather wait, make sure it's really important. Okay, so once again, bear with Citizen AY. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This broadcast will happen. These things tend to happen, but we are going to get there. I just wanted to make sure that it was on the right place. So now I think we're close. Let me just see if I can test something out first. So I think we're close. So let me just make sure I put this up there. Okay, so now let me just make sure that everything is where it should be. So bear with me, please. This is very important information that it is worth sharing on as many platforms as possible. So let me just go here and we will get there and it will take some time. It might take some time, but once we start, it will be worth the wait. I promise you, it will be worth the wait because what we are trying to expose here is something so fundamental that many people have lost sight of, and unless we bring it to their attention, many people will go on believing that lie, and we have to make sure that they don't continue to believe in that lie. Of course, it is a lie. So beg your pardon. So we will get that done, and then so we're going to change one or two things quickly whilst I'm doing that actually. So I'm going to do this quickly. Here we go. Okay, so just bear with me. We're almost there, but it will take time. It's better I'd rather get this right than just rush it and get it wrong. I'd rather do that. Okay, so yeah, the election is already decided, and I will explain why. Just this once, okay? So now we're getting there. We're gonna get there. Believe you me, just bear with me, and it might take some time. And take the time to share it with people. Make sure that people get to see it, because it is explosive. That's that much I can tell you. It is explosive, and it is going to be something that will be astonishing in its revelation. So we need that to be something that we should all make people aware of. Oh man, sorry about this. I don't want to print it. Okay, sorry. I don't know what is happening just now, but we will get there. There are things that I'm trying to show you. It's important that we get everything right. Everything was lined up, but one or two things just came up just now, and I'd rather that is dealt with than me assuming that it's working and then find that everything is actually stopped working. So, like I said, once you see it, it will make perfect sense. It will make perfect sense, and that is what we are trying to really. Okay, so now I think that makes better sense. So let's go in here. Okay, so now, okay, 1 minute. Okay, so, okay, let me just go here. So the discussions are really important. Oh God, no. I don't want printing. Cancel. That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want it to show. Please. Stop this now. What's going on? We're having some sort of problems, but I will get there. Once it starts, it will get going. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Bear with. I want to make sure that this is right, because the information, like I said, is worth really okay, you know what? I'm going to have to just leave that, because I don't know what is happening there. I don't understand what is happening there. We're going to have to leave that and just let's carry on with what we're doing, because I think it's best I do that. Good afternoon. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share this broadcast. Let me continue again and share again. Sorry about that. It's going to take some time, but once it starts, believe you me, and share it to all your platforms, because the information is very, very explosive in ways that people who were previously, some people may know, but when we do the breakdown live on air, it will make a lot of sense. And that's what I'm trying to hopefully, and get us to think about things in a different manner. We need to look at it in a different manner, because what has been done here is simply staggering. It is simply staggering. It is simply staggering. And we cannot allow that to go on. We have to put a stop to it. So now, without further ado, let us do something first before I can go ahead. Now, with this broadcast, please, as you're coming in, share the broadcast. Please share. That's the one thing I would ask you to do. Subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit the notification button. Give us a thumbs up. We need to reach more and more people. The information that we're providing here is really critical. In the next 4 to 5 weeks, the future of the coming generations depends on what we are doing collectively now. It is not about Yoruba Nation alone, or Biafra, or Middle Belt. It's about all of those three areas and the Hausas combined, waking up and demanding for a referendum. The election will take place, don't get me wrong, but I'm here to tell you the election is already decided, and I will show you the breakdown of how that is done. So welcome on board. But before we go ahead, I want us to listen to this track. Many of you know what the track is. We're going to listen to the track. It's a track I wrote. Let's listen. Let's hear. It's the track. How long? Citizen AY. My people, oh, I throw it salute. Hey, hey. Maybe I hear. Determination. How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? Abdul Salam na fake man. Now he put that constitution for your head, yo. Abdul Salam na fake man. Na military man come tell you na say una get constitution. No be lie. Na lie, yo, na fake, na fraud, oh. That constitution. Now him they declare close to na high, yo. Make una wake up. Make una wake up, oh. How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? My people, I want make una know say oh, self-determination, oh, na your right, oh, confirm. My people, I want make una know say oh, self-determination, na your right, oh, confirm. You must fight for your right. You must stand for your right. You must get up, stand up. You must tell your people, for your village, for your town, for your city, any inside country where you dey, oh. Atiku, Emilokan, or Peter Obi no be the solution. Na the solution, na it be the solution. Make una wake up, make una wake up, time down knock, bagam, the Yoruba man, you be Biafran. I want make una know say, self-determination, na your right, you. How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long gonna go this suffer? Yoruba land na your land, yo. Middle belt na your land, yo. Hausa land na your land, yo. Biafra land na your land, yo. No be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria, no be Nigeria. La 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 la, oh. So, thank you very much and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This morning, we really need your support. As you're coming in, please, I'd like you to consider these two things. First thing, as you're coming in, when you come into a house, you wipe your feet at the door. What I'd like you to do, in this platform where we speak truth to power, imagine as you're coming into the door, you wipe your feet. How do you wipe your feet on the platform? Give us thumbs up. Give us thumbs up, like on the page, share it, comment on it, leave comments. Let us hear you. Let us see you support the platform, because the information that we're providing is something that can change the course of future of the coming generations, and we need you to really take part in this. It is of immense importance that you take part in this. Come up with ideas, give us suggestions, let us hear your thoughts. It is very, very, very important. So I cannot overemphasize how important this is to us that you join us. Good morning. As you're joining us, please subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit the notification button. Give us a thumbs up. Leave comments. Share, and share. And there's a song that you just had just said. As you had the song, how long will not go to suffer? The idea is to wake us up. We have all been asleep for so long that what we want to do, many of us, Mayegun, myself, many other people, Egmont Frank Bello, Akogun, and so many more, we are here to try and awaken us. The struggle for Yoruba Nation continues. Be in no doubt. The struggle for Biafra continues. Be in no doubt. The struggle for Middle Belt continues. Be in no doubt. The struggle, we are urging the houses to wake up. Be in no doubt. Let us be very clear. In doing this program, we are not in any way, shape, or form abandoning Yoruba Nation. Oh no, if anything, we are going full steam ahead. But we realize that it is not, you see, if you travel as a group, you will go far. If you travel alone, you won't go very far. If you travel as a group, collectively, we will reach the goal. We will get to that goal of self-determination collectively. So we need Middle Belt, we need houses, we need Biafrans, and we need Yorubas to collectively work to wake our people up, because our people have been put to sleep and we need to wake them up. So please, part of what you should do for us, yes, you're watching this broadcast, leave comments. Let us hear your comments as you're joining us. Leave comments on the page. Give us likes. Hit the thumbs up. Share it to people. Wake up people. Tell them Citizen AY is live, and we're about to talk about a very important information that could possibly impact the rest of their lives. Invite all your obedient brothers and sisters, all of those who support Peter Obi. He did okay in the broadcast that he did at Chatham House, but the most important broadcast was that of the Mahmood, chairman of INEC. And please, here is where we're going in. INEC is not independent. INEC is what? INEC is not independent. We have proof of what we're saying. We're not just telling you, we don't believe in hearsay. On this platform, on Citizen AY, we don't believe in hearsay. We go and do our research and we come back with facts and figures. That's what we're trying to do. So I hope you can see what we're talking about. I don't want that one. I want this one. So here we go. So the foundation for all of this fraudulent constitution, these fraudulent elections, is none other. And I want you to know this, and I want you to be aware. So we're going into it now. So when you're watching this broadcast, please, I am urging you, share. How long will not go to suffer? How long will not go to suffer? For how long? How long will not go to suffer? How long will not go to suffer? My people, we don't tire inside Nigeria. Now slave camp we dey. Oh, my people, we don't tire for the country where them they call Nigeria. Now slave camp. Oh, the time don't knock where we supposed. Stand up for our rights. Oh, stand up for our rights. Oh, the time don't knock where we supposed. Stand up for our rights. Oh, for self-determination. How long? How long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? How long? I say how long una go dey suffer, my people? Bagang, make una wake up. Bagang. Make person where day for city, tell person where day for town. When person where day for town, tell person where day for village. Tell them, say, make them wake up. Bagang, 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 bagang. Time don't knock. No, wake up, sharp, sharp. Wake up, oh. I beg, pass the message on. Leave comments. I'd like to hear from you. Leave your comments as you're watching. How do you feel about this program? Leave comments. Let's hear good morning from you. If you're watching, I'd like to say good morning to those of you. There's 6 of you watching now on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Give us thumbs up. So now let's go back to the top of the page, and now we can continue with the broadcast. I am very, very clear where we're going. I am for Yoruba Nation, and till death, Yoruba Nation is my goal. It is my birthright, and I want to bequeath that to my coming generations, to the coming generation. And we need to do that collectively. You can't do this alone. There's no doubt that there have been some fallout within the Yoruba Nation. There's no doubt. We're not going to hide that. But what we're saying is, I've said it before, we need structure to build Yoruba Nation, to go forward for Yoruba Nation. Before we can do anything, we have to have clear structure. Oduduwa Kingdom was built on clear structures that Oduduwa built, whereby he had the kingdom structured in such a way. Do you know he had a prime minister? He had a prime minister. They had checks and balances in Oduduwa Kingdom. And they even had other kingdoms that were working next, instead of the other kingdoms that they conquered being destroyed. They left them intact, but they protected them. So this was clear structures that they planned. You know, I will go and talk about that later on. I might touch on it later on. So this is doable. So please do not misunderstand it when I'm talking about the fraudulent 1999 elections, that you think that I'm now believing in one Nigeria. I don't. But for those of you, the obedience who believe in one Nigeria, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Now, let's go ahead. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this, and I'm going to go into it. The basis upon which that election is taking place is none other than the fraudulent 1999 constitution. Let me blow it up so you can see it. I want to make sure you can see what I'm showing you. You see that? Now let me just go back a little bit. I want you to see the entirety of it, so that you don't make any, so that there's no misconception whatsoever. Please, if you're watching this broadcast, you need to share it. If you're watching this broadcast and you haven't shared it, you could save somebody. We need you to help us share this broadcast. Good morning, Just Reason. Yes, Ogudemu Ibadan Alakufo. Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Please leave comments. I appreciate that. So good morning, Just Reason. Thank you so much. We need more people to continue to share this broadcast. We need to reach more and 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 more people. It is of immense importance that we reach more people, because this broadcast has got a lot of information in it, and we will take time to go through it piece by piece. And all the time, Adetunde, good morning. Good morning to you, Adetunde. Welcome. Ogundotun Ibadan Alakufo, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, as you're coming in, hit the like button, give us a thumbs up, help us share this broadcast. The more you share it, the more it will reach more. The algorithm will build. We need this to go far. We got only 5 weeks before this election, this fraudulent election. We got 5 weeks before this election, and we want to make sure that the future of the coming generation of Yoruba people is not tied inside that Nigeria. We do not want the future of the coming generation of Yoruba people, Biafrans and Middle Belt, to be tied inside Nigeria. So what do we need to do? We need to provide information to those who are planning to vote, to open their eyes, to see that it's a fraud. And instead of them voting, or if they still vote, what they do immediately after, to start making sure that they're working for self-determination, they demand for referendum. No ifs, no buts. That's where we are right now. And we need that work. And we need to go and redouble ourselves in it. The effort and the need for us to wake our people up is so... Look, 5 weeks. 25th of February, 2023. That is a date with fate. If we allow that to go on and we do not wake our people up to the danger that they face, the next 100 years, our people, Yoruba people, Biafrans, Middle Belt, even the Hausas will be jailed. Will be jailed. You know? Yes. The obedience have been captured in the same way many of us were in which were. Thank you so much, Just Reason. We ignore the fact that Nigeria is a deeply skewed system that will never allow common sense and reasoning to prevail. Just Reason. Oh, I love that statement. I'm pinning it. I am pinning that statement. I am pinning it. And as you're watching, please share. Look, I'm speaking with passion. I need you to just share this thing like crazy. This is not a joke. I'm sorry I'm shouting. Share this thing. Share it like crazy. Share it like crazy, because we need to wake up. This is not a joke anymore. 5 weeks before this election. 5 weeks. Just over 5 weeks before this fraudulent election. We cannot let it lie. We need to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. So, what I'm saying to you now, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it shows you there. It says here that it is a promulgation decree. Now, I need you to hold on to that word. Promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. I want you to hold on to that word. Hold on to it. Because it is very important. It is, you know why it's important? Because it is the basis upon which this election is being held. And I'll show you in greater detail about that now. Let's go into it. So, where are we? I want to show you this. So, go to Citizen AY on my web page. So, www.citizenay.org. So, let's go and get that out. And I want to show you, you've already seen, I've shown you that the Constitution, the basis upon which this election is being held, is the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. In this document, signed by Abdulsalami Alhaji Abubakar, this document says that the decree should be cited as a constitution. I kid you not. Let me go and show you where it is. This, you might have seen it before. We must never get tired of explaining this to our people in intricate detail to make sure they understand. This decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree number 1999, and Promulgation Decree 1999. So that tells you that the election that is happening on the 25th of February is based on a fraudulent document. There was no referendum anywhere. I quote me, there was no referendum anywhere. There was no referendum that took place, that we the people signed up to, that we all voted yes or no. There was no referendum to back this document. Very important point to understand. And our people do not understand that. And we will keep explaining this to every single person. This message has to reach every single person. Look, this document is a fraud. They signed the document. The man who signed the document, let me put his name out so you can see his name as well. It's none other than General Abdulsalami Abubakar. Let me see if you can see it. I'm trying to bring that up so you can see the name. We must not join hands in hiding what has been done. Whatever is done in the dark must always come out. Whatever is done, exactly, just reason, mad people everywhere. Whatever is done in the dark must come out in the light. And this is what we are doing. We are bringing light. So you can see the name now. Good, I've got the name there. So you can see that name. So General Abdulsalami Alhaji Abubakar, they signed into law. They imposed this constitution on us. A Fulani man, without a referendum, they imposed this constitution on us. And now that constitution has now brought about, this is now the basis upon which this election is taking place. So now let's go back. Now you got that information now. So I'm going to close that down and let's go back. So now let's go back and look at the constitution, not the proposed one. I want to look at the current fraudulent constitution. Bear in mind. So there's a proposed constitution that I will go into that has already been done by Yoruba people for Yoruba land. But that's for another time. Right now let's go and look at this constitution. Now you see, from the document I told you, from being a decree cited as a constitution. Let's go back again. I want to remind you, I know I'm going very fast, so please do bear with me. I know I'm going very fast, but sometimes we need to just be able to highlight the points. I'm going fast, but I'm trying to really make sure that I am showing you the evidence in intricate detail. Those obedience, particularly, who believe that they are going to win this election, you're not going to win anything. The election has already been decided. The election has already been decided. Well, what I'm doing is building a case to show you empirical evidence of how they've already decided our election. And hopefully from that, you can decide. Please continue to share this broadcast. As you're coming in, give us thumbs up. Don't just watch, share. Hit the notification button. Give thumbs up. We need to reach as many people as possible. So again, like I said, the decree may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So you see that the document signed by Abdulsalami is a decree. Nothing else. But from a decree, it suddenly becomes your constitution. Can you see that? Can you see the magic they did? Can you see the lie? I hope you can see the lie. From a promulgation decree signed by the military without the involvement of the people by way of a referendum, it now becomes the constitution, which means it's a fraud. It's a fraud from top to bottom. From top to all of it is fraud, inside out, up and down, round, whatever you want to call it, it is a fraud. So what now is now to now go and look inside the fraudulent. We now know that this, what you call a constitution, is the promulgation decree. So you can see the link. I'm showing you the link step by step. Now let's go and look in closer detail to how this constitution is linked to INEC, because that is what we are trying to establish. Once you understand there's a direct link between INEC and this constitution, you now know that any election that is taking place under the basis of this constitution is a fraud. So let's go. So we're going to go down. We're going to go down and I will show you how you know. And when I'll press something and you will see, you will take it to the current elections. Then you will know it's a fraud. That is why I'm trying to get us to understand that what we have is a fraud and we can no longer continue to support a fraud. We need to go for self-determination collectively. So I urge us all. Now, you see, it says here, all of this system, you cannot trust any of it. Please leave comments. I greet you. Just Reason, good morning. Ogundotun Ibadan Alakufo, good morning. Adetunde, good morning. And those of you who are watching, if you're watching in silence, please don't watch it in silence. Share this broadcast. Share. Now, from inside that fraudulent 1999 constitution, when I click, they created that creation, that 1999 constitution also created the independent, so-called, and it is not independent. That's what we have to understand is, it is not independent. It is only independent in name. It is only independent in name. Now, when you look at this, it is inside that document. What page is this? Let me just make sure I get understand so I don't have to go back and forth. 9. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to the top of the page and then I'll type 9 when I need to go there, so you don't have to be waiting too long. So you see, from inside this, what we all know is a promulgation decree. This is a promulgation decree. It is not a constitution, because they said, Abdul Salam said, this document may be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria without we, the people, having a referendum. So you can see it's a fraud. So let's go back to page 9. We need to go to page 9, and I want to then show you. So you know, the reason I'm doing this, so that you understand the steps that they've taken, the lies that they've told to get us up to the point where we are now voting every 4 years on a fraudulent document. That document is the basis upon which they've been defrauding the entire nation. That document, and without it breaking away, without it, they don't want to look at confab report. They don't want regional devolution. They don't want to make any changes to the constitution. So you know what? We want a referendum. Finish. We want a referendum. Referendum is the only way that this can be decided. So we in Yorubas and Biafrans and Middle Belt can decide if we want to be in Nigeria or if we want to stand on our own. Finish. So now, so going back to where I was, the Independent National Electoral Commission was put in place underneath this fraudulent 1999 constitution. Again, they didn't ask us. They just put this in place on top of us. Now, when you click on this document, guess where it will take you? This is 1999 constitution. No? Guess where it will take you? It will take you to Law Farm, the Nigeria, and then it would also, then they talk about the constitution here, the INEC. So, but you can see now that they're trying to tell you that it's lawful. They say the laws of Nigeria, law and Nigeria. All of this is try and trick you. Don't fall for it. Because when you go back, what should be happening? You can see that INEC. It says INEC there. So why is INEC suddenly going to Law Farm and all that stuff? But that is what it says here, Independent National Electoral Commission. Why is there not a link? You can see that. The link takes you to law. And they want you to believe that is the law. So that, what they're trying to put in your mind as you're looking at that now is actually that, look, the law of the land has put in the INEC and you can't question it. And we have to question it because the document itself is fraudulent. It is fraudulent. Why is it? Look at that. Look. See? That's a live document. That's a live document. Let's go and look at what this one will say. See? laws. All of it is to put laws. Let's go and look at that one. See, all of that is to design to do what? But it says here, if I put it there, again, law. You see? But anyway, putting that to one side, the most important thing above all is to know that this document is the basis, the promulgation decree number 24 of 1999 that they refer to as constitution is the basis upon which INEC is rigging the elections. That's what you need to know. So now, so we put that up. I hope you are following. Please continue to share this broadcast. Give us a thumbs up. It's important. Now, let's go and look at the one of the two things. Now, before we proceed to now break down the figures, I want you to watch the video of this man here and what he had to say. Let me see if I can find it about the elections. And he's a Peter Obi man. Let's listen to what he has to say. Then I'll provide another breakdown. So let's go ahead. Listen to this.
I'm making this post as a member of the Presidential Campaign Council of the Labour Party, but targeted at Igbos all through the nation Nigeria. We have to preach to the Igbos who reside outside the southeast to stay put wherever they reside. All these rumors of wars, attacks are geared towards putting fear into the Igbos to live where they are. And that is not going to work. They want them to flee to the east and return after the elections. It's not going to work. This video is to speak boldness into our Southeast brothers and sisters, to make them understand that he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. There's no need. Do not try to make any attempt to stay out of where you reside, because that's a design to reduce our numbers.
He's listening.
We don't have to die many times before.
Are you listening?
Only a foot does.
I hope you're listening.
Death will come when it will come, yes. But nobody's going to die. It is very critical, this election.
Yeah.
I will stay put wherever we are. That's the only way 25% of votes in the 36 states of the Federation can be guaranteed for our brother Peter Obi. He rose from a man of the Southeast extraction to a national movement and consciousness. That we must accept. Now let me bring some basic facts to you.
Listen now.
From the facts released by
Listen.
INEC,
Listen.
voter registration. At the time of the report I got, the Southeast has 10.5 million something votes.
Please
South,
share.
14.226 votes. Southwest 17 point something. So total for the South is 42 point something million votes.
Okay, we're going to go into that now.
Voters registered, actually. North Central 14.3 something million. Northeast 12 point something million. Northwest.
So I'm going to pause it there, and now we are going to come and do the real magic. Let us now begin to expose their lies. So we can now begin to expose their lies, and that was covered by another subscriber there, which I shared. Well done to them. So I just wanted to, it's because for information purposes, we need to make sure that this is shared. Please, as you're coming in, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Help us reach more people. The more thumbs up you reach, give us the more you reach more people. Leave comments. Let us leave comments, and we'll endeavor to share as much of your comments and read them all. We will be reading your comments as they're coming in live. Help support Citizen AY. The best way you can support us is to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Facebook are not reliable. They are bringing the numbers down. So we are moving our stuff. We'll be moving it completely from Facebook onto YouTube. For example, Facebook, we have over 120,000 followers. And they are reducing the numbers, and they are and just now when we went live, the to all of the 120,000 followers of Citizen AY didn't receive a single notification, and that meant that when we do live broadcasts, you wouldn't see us. People keep asking me, "Are you no longer online?" But I am. I do, yes, of course, I've had issues with health issues, but nonetheless, I've been coming online as much as I can. But this is a very important point. We are at a critical stage now in that contraption, Nigeria. 25th of February is just 4 to 5 weeks away. And we need to make sure we reach people. So please, we need you. Please don't just watch this broadcast. Leave comments, give us a thumbs up. Hit notification button so that when we do further broadcasts, it comes on. give comments, and finally share this broadcast. Share. Encourage people to join Citizen AY on YouTube. Get them to subscribe so they can reach more people, and this information can reach as many people as possible. So you can see now, like I said, based on what he said, the numbers is what we're now going to look at to expose the lies of what they've been doing. Because he talked about the number of people in the South being 42 million or something like that. Now let's go and look detail into one of the figures provided on the INEC reports themselves, created as at the let me see, 2nd of August 2022. Now let's go and look at this now. You are looking at it from People's Gazette, so I'm not going to, we are using that as a reference point, and we're going to do something live on air. You will see it yourself, so you can see. You will see that the figures that they're putting out to us is a lie. You see, I'm going to show you something. What they showed recently when Mahmoud Yakub, the INEC chairman, is not the non-independent National Electoral Commission. Yes, the non-independent National Electoral Commission chairman, Mahmoud Yakub. When he came up, they showed you this figure. This one. They showed you this, and they said, "Oh, voter distribution 49054-162." Good afternoon, Omotosho Lawumi. Thank you very much. Welcome on board. I appreciate you as you're coming in. Give us thumbs up. Help us share this broadcast. We need to reach more and more and more and more people. What we're doing, please, I state this again categorically. I am for Yoruba Nation 1000% till I die. Yeah, that's so it go be. I share. That's so it be. Ote ti ribe ni. Ote di be. I share. Till I die. I'm Yoruba Nation. But what I'm doing right now is to open the eyes of Biafrans, Yorubas, and Middle Belters, and Hausas critically to the trickery of the figures that we see. So this is one part of the figure that you're looking at. So when you look at that figure, you will go, oh, but this is okay. Oh yes, this is a breakdown. You will look at, let's go and look at it. What they did, they go 45,000 male, 44,000. 49,000 male voters, and then female 44,000, and then they put down the breakdown. Then they talk about all of this is to try and take your mind away from what is really happening. They are trying to distract you from what is really happening, because you say, oh, you are looking at the figure, so they'll say artisan, farming, fishing, public, the farmers that they've killed. They even they can put figures to all the farmers that they've killed. How many farmers have they killed in the southeast, southwest, and middle belt? But they've killed a lot of farmers, so you can tell. If they have these figures, how come they have not compensated the farmers? If they have these figures, how come the farmers that have been killed every day in the south, in the middle belt and middle belt, how come they've not been compensated? How many? Anybody come out and tell us who has been compensated? So they're giving us figures. You see all of this. Housewife, business, civil servant, trading. All of this is to distract your mind, and you will see, it will become apparent in a minute. Youth, 37 million. Elderly, 70 million. Middle age, 33 million. Old, 79. Blindness. All of this is all trickery. It will become clear in a minute. It is all trickery. Now, the guy said the figure was 42 million in the South combined. Now, don't take my word for it. Let us hear him again at the end. I want to just hear that figure he said. Let's just hear it. So hear what he said at the end. He said let me hear it.
Something million votes.
Let me go here.
South, 14.226
so
votes.
Total figure.
Southwest, 17.
So I'm going to write that down.
So total for the South is 42 point something million.
42 point something million. You heard that now?
Voters registered, actually.
So 42 point something million, he said. You heard that now. So it's important. Keep a note of that figure. Keep a note of that. 42 point something million. Now, okay. So now, this is what INEC released. They said in the northwest, northeast, north central, in effect, and this is where we're going to go and break it down. They said the number of the people in those areas is more than the combination of southwest, southeast, and south. You see, they did not provide that breakdown in this thing they showed you. I'm just showing you so you understand. I hope you're following. You see that they haven't provided the breakdown. You see what they are showing you now. That is the number of people. You see that they have not gone and give you that breakdown word for. They have not done that. There is a reason. and we are coming there. Please share this broadcast too. Please share this broadcast. I urge you, share this broadcast. Continue to leave comments. Omotosho Olawumi, good afternoon and welcome. My sister, Just Reason, thank you so much. Adetunde, welcome on board. Ogun Dotun Ibadan Alakufo, thank you very much. Just Reason again. And those of you that will shortly join us, continue to share this broadcast. But keep in mind, these figures here that you see is designed to do what? To confuse you. They are trying to confuse you. So you, once you are busy going, oh, this is good, oh, this one nice, oh, they've got the breakdown, we have the numbers and everything. This is all designed to confuse you, and it become apparent. Like I said, they are saying that the whole of the Northwest, Northeast, and North Central. Can you see what they're doing? What they call North Central, that's actually Middle Belt. That is actually Middle Belt. So you can see, look. Let me get your figure. I'm going to get a picture of Middle Belt. 1 second. I want to show you the trickery of these people. Yeah? So map of Nigeria with Middle Belt. Let me show you what I mean. Map of Nigeria with Middle Belt. Straight away. This is because when you look at North Central, it takes it out of your mind that that's actually Middle Belt. But with Middle Belt, let's have a look. So you can see with Middle Belt. So how can you take all the way down? There has to be a Middle Belt. There's no doubt. Do you agree with me? Type 1 if you agree. On the map. Let's have a look. So let's see what the picture of Middle Belt on the map will look like. Okay. So you would agree. In fact, let me see if I can show you that Ninas. Let me show you Ninas. Yes. That's even better. Even better. This is even better. Where is it? Let me just show you a picture of Ninas, so you can understand what is going on. This is all trickery. This is all trickery. And I want Nina's map. Oh, no. Sorry. Nina's. Not that one. Let me just make sure we get that right. Give me a minute, please. I want to just show you the figures. You see, I want you to really question. No, not that one. Sorry. Sorry. Wait a minute. One minute. I'll get it to you. I want to just show you something about Ninas, because the map of Ninas should start telling you, because they're counting the people of the Middle Belt as North. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Are you following me? They're counting the people of Middle Belt as North. Look at that. Let me show you. If I can find that map. I hope I can see the map. Oh. Where is it? Where is the map safe? When you want a map, it won't show up. Yes, hold on. Yeah. Now, I'm going to quickly just do something quickly. Perfect. So now I want to just show you, the fraud though. In fact, this is a very good document I'm going to show. I'm going to put it across. I don't need to even, I just want to show you the figure, to show you. So can you see the map? Let me blow that up a little bit. I want you to see something. Can you see? Sharia territory, that's the North. People of the Middle Belt. Can you see? I hope you can see what I've been trying to explain. I hope that makes sense. Please share this broadcast. Give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. We really need this to grow up and make more to build the platform. Can you see what you're seeing? Okay, if you go and look at, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. So it's a bit grainy now, but you can see what I'm saying. You can see that that's the North, that's Middle Belt, and that is the South. Can you see? But they've taken the whole of Middle Belt and they said it's North Central. Can you see? Straight away, you can see that is a lie, because the Middle Belt people do not want to be part of they're not Fulani. The Fulani are up. But you can see, just looking at the map, please type 1. There is Middle Belt. Thank you very much. So you see, let's go and look at their own map. Can you see their own map? Northwest, Northeast, North Central. Can you see? Can you see the trickery? I've not even gone into the numbers, But just on the pictorial representation alone, you can see it's a fraud. You can see it's a fraud because the impression, the psychological impression that they're trying to put in your mind is that the whole of the north is bigger than the south. But when you look at what I just showed you, where is it? When you look at what I just showed you, when you look at that map, when you study that map closely, you begin to see that, hang on, no, that's not the all. What they're showing us is not all. It is not, that's not the whole of the north. And that's not all of north. They've taken away the middle belt. So that is what you need to understand. Look at the picture. Let me see if I can make it smaller. Let me see if I can make that smaller. So you can, oh no, it's just to collapse it. I don't want it to collapse. I want it to, yeah, let me do this. Yeah, I think we may be able to get away. I wanted to just put it side by side if it's possible. So you can see the trickery. All of this is trickery. All of this is trickery. So I want you to see side by side. Hopefully it will show. Is it showing? Let me know if it's showing, guys. I just want you to just see so you can see, at least get an idea of what is being done. Please continue to share this broadcast. We need to reach more and more people. We're not sharing it quite enough. Please share. Share. If you shared it to 100, try and share it to 100 people each if you can. And reach as many people as possible, because what the information contained is explosive. It's, in fact, it is dynamite. It is dynamite information. It is information that many are not aware of, and we need it to reach more people. So as I'm talking to you, give me a minute. I'm going to pause and just put it into one or two places that I want to even add to the broadcast, because it's important. It is really of immense importance that people understand what has been done to us. We have been lied to. So if you're looking at that map now, you can see now, this is the whole of the north. According to INEC, this is the whole of the north. This is INEC figures. According to them, that's INEC. INEC is saying this is the whole of the north. But the reality is that this is just the north. And that is no way they cannot consider that to be north. They cannot consider that to be enough. Can you see that? So that's what I'm trying to bring to your attention. Let me see if I can do it on this side, if that makes sense. I'm going to make it small. I'll try again. Let me try, because I want people to see this thing and really see them for the lie that it really is. Let me see if I can move that to the middle. See, can I make that smaller? No, it won't let me do it. I just want to subtly inch this thing. Because we've been lied to so many times, and they programmed our thinking. They've short-circuited our brain so that we do not question anything they say, and we have to question it. So at least now you will have an idea. You can have an idea of what you are seeing on the screen. So anyway, you're seeing a bit more of what is happening. So continue to please share this broadcast. We really need you to help us grow this platform. And everybody that comes in here, give us a thumbs up, like the page, comment, and share. Please, please, please. Facebook, with over 120,000 followers, only 10 were seeing me. Facebook has switched off the notifications. It is as simple as that. We need to grow YouTube. Thank you very much. Now, so you can see, good. So that's a better picture. So at least you can have an idea of what that looks like. So let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see. Now, because I want you to see the like for like as much as possible of where we are going. So what they are doing here is psychologically brainwashing us. When you look at that picture, when you look at the picture that they put out, northwest, northeast, north central, you will accept that that is how it is. But they have taken out the people of the middle belt completely. They've taken them out. They have completely, there's no representation for middle belt in there. So already, Peter Obi people, wake up. You think that you are going to get this. Look, it's already decided though. I'm telling you, and we're working there. We're going to get to the point where we're going to look at numbers. We're going to go and look at numbers specifically. And we're breaking that down. So please, as you're watching this, share, and share. It might take a while. And also, if I can, maybe later on, I might switch the phone lines on and we can talk. But above all, Motocho said, yes, there is middle belt. Good afternoon, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you very much, Mrs. Motocho Olawome. And those of you watching now, endeavor to share to as many people as possible. We must question everything that's been put before us. They've lied to us long enough. How long una go dey suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? How long? Oh, how long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? My people, we don't tire inside Nigeria. Na slave camp we dey oh. My people, we don't tire for the country where them they call Nigeria. Na slave camp oh. The time don't knock where we suppose. Stand up for rights oh. Stand up for rights oh. The time don't knock where we suppose. Stand up oh, for rights oh, for self-determination. How long? How long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? How long are we going to continue to suffer? We need to wake up. The song is in Pidgin. I'll play it again at the end of this broadcast. Please, if you can, I urge you all, go down to iTunes, type in Citizen AY, and you will see the song. Or just type How Long on iTunes or Spotify. And iTunes, and you the song is on iTunes. Download it, share it to family and friends. In the next 5 weeks, let's make this song a song that people can listen to. It's in Pidgin, because we need to wake up their consciousness. Our people are asleep, and we need to use music, whatever ways, to wake them up. So even if they're going to vote, at least they know what is coming, so that after the elections and they now see the result that, just like we predicted, they can now confidently support us in going for referendum and self-determination. That is what we're trying to achieve here. So please, 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 I urge you, share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. It is of immense. You could save the lives of the coming generation of Middle Beltons, Biafrans, and Yoruba. You will be playing a pivotal role in waking them up, in changing the course of the history of millions that are about to suffer the same fate that we, the older generation, suffered. We need to prevent them suffering the same fate, because we've been lied to. We have been lied to all of our lives, and it's time we woke up. So please, I'm passionately asking you, if you haven't shared this before, share it again. If you haven't shared this, share it 100 times. If you want to reach as many people, and I urge you, download How Long Una Go Dey Suffer. Go down to iTunes, go down to Spotify, type it in, just type How Long, it will come up. Download it, share it among family and friends. We need to wake our people up. And honestly, this is no longer about talking, it's about waking up their consciousness. We've been programmed to fall asleep with the lies we've been told. This is a perfect lie. I'm telling you. They're telling you that North Central. How can this place be North Central? How can Middle Belt be North Central? Or how can half of Northeast be North Central? How? They need to explain how. They have to come and explain that to us. But you see, if you do not question things, this is what they've done. So you see now, when you see that, they are making you believe in your mind, subconscious. You see, they are using pictures and visuals to trick your mind. And we are trying to wake you up. We are trying to wake you up to see the lie, and you can see the perfect lie. You see it on the screen, and that is what we're trying to make you see. So I'll close that down. So you can see that is point number one. So there's no way that this reflects the true situation. The picture here does not reflect the true representation of the people of Nigeria. It's a lie straight from the get-go. It's a lie. From the get-go, I categorically, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, I debunk their lie. Live on camera. You can share. You can quote me. Now, let's go and look at this figure. Remember, this is their own pictures, though. So don't say, Mr. Citizen AY doctor. I didn't doctor anything. This is their own numbers, and we are going to prove it live on air. Yeah, you're going to join us. So now, here we go. So now, please forgive the pictures, but it's in Gazette. We're going to take that figure down. So it says, now the most important thing is I want you to look at the numbers, and I will do something quite interesting. So I want you to work out for the next coming bit, and then maybe we'll take some calls. But please continue to share this broadcast. I urge you, continue to share it. And let's ask ourselves, how long are we going to continue to suffer? We need to ask that question, and we need to take action collectively. This is a collective action. No one person can free us. It's all of us working together. How long una go dey suffer? How long? How long? How long? How long una go dey suffer? How long? Oh, how long? How long una go dey suffer? It's time to wake up, my people. May una wake up. Bagang, may una wake up. May una wake up. Now self-determination we want to. No ho-ha. This one no be ho-ha. Now referendum we go lead us to self-determination. I ain't we want. May una help us share this broadcast. May una help us share them. Share them. I beg. Share them. Okay. Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit the notification button. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. We continue. So now, let us now look at the breakdown of the figures. You see, based on what they've done here now, you see now that they first laid the when they put the picture. This is for you to psychologically. This is also about psychology. They psychologically put a picture that presents how they view it. And by you looking at that picture, just by looking at it, you subliminally accept the picture as fact. But it isn't fact because this here is the fact. This is the fact. But you can straight away, they try to subliminally, subconsciously get you to accept their lie as fact. And that is why it is so important to do this program. So now, let's go ahead and talk about the next part. So the next part now is to look into critical figures that they proposed. Remember the guy said the South is 42.5 million. I wrote it down. Remember, please, don't forget to keep that figure in your mind though. 42 point something million, he said. 42.5 million, they did about, he said. So that is what the guy said. And please, if you have obedient friends, get them to come and watch this video. If they can't watch it now, get them to share it and watch later. Please send it to them to watch later. Please. I urge you. This is of immense importance. Oh, sorry, I forgot to do something as I was talking there. I'm going to quickly do that now if I can. How do I do this? So I need to switch that on and then bring that on. But I'll do that later if I don't get to do it now. I'll try. Let me try. So the phone number, is that on? Okay, it is on. Okay, good. So I'm going to quickly do something. So please keep that in mind. We're going to go shortly. We'll go into the figures. We'll be running into the figures and breaking the figures down in minute details, focusing on the areas, and you will see the joke in the figures. Yes, when you see it, you will know. Before I even talk about it, you would have seen that it's a lie. You would have seen it's a lie. But already you can see, with what I've just shown you, you can see that the picture that they're painting here is a lie. There is no middle belt. In this, there is no middle belt. So in your mind, you need to wake our people to understand that they've wiped out the people of middle belt, and they made middle belt as people of the north. And the middle belt, they don't see themselves as enough. Do they? Do they see themselves as northerners? They don't. They are middle belt people. They're the Nok Empire. They're the Benuans. They're the Tiv people who have been displaced from their own land. But they're already telling you that that land belongs to the north. That's what they're saying to you. So already you can see the trick. We need to wake up. Now, let's go and look at this now. 1 second, please. I just want to check something. Have I got the figure here? I don't know if my... I'm going to just check something. Okay. So if people have not shared this, I urge you again, go ahead and share it. And leave comments. As you're coming in, don't just, make sure you give us thumbs up. Really, every point, every thumbs up counts. It helps us to reach more people. So I'm urging you, please, don't just leave it and think, oh yes, somebody else will do it and all that. Take it as a responsibility to enlighten and awaken our people across the entire nation. Because what has been done to us is we've been psychologically programmed to accept the oppression, and we need to challenge that. We need to begin to wake up to challenge that oppression. That is what we need to do. So now, okay, I'll come back to that because I'm having some issues with that. So with that said, now let's go and look at the figures. I said the Northwest and Northwest region are leading voters registration, with the Northwest and Southwest are leading the voters registration with 672,373 million and 18 million. So you can see what they're doing. Let's go and look at the figure. And it's a joke. So they say the Northwest and Southwest. So in your mind, they're playing a game all the time. So in your mind, they say the Northwest. Again, every time they say it to you, when you look at it back, you accept it in your mind. Oh yeah, that's correct. Yeah, Northwest, Southwest, they are the most in number. But here comes the lie. So now, it says according the Independent National And remember, the word independent is a lie. They are not independent. It is not. INEC is not independent. It is the National Electoral Commission, non-independent National Electoral Commission, because we, the people, will never gave it legitimacy by way of the 1999 Constitution. We didn't have a referendum on it because it is not legitimate. It is very important we state that. It is really important. Continue to share this podcast, please. I urge you, continue to share, reach more people. We really need your support in doing that. I want to get this information out to as many people as possible so that we can reach people and get people to really begin to use their mind. All of the obedience, come in here. Please watch and critically analyze what I'm saying. And please, if you disagree, put it on the screen. Let's discuss it. I'll even bring you on air so we can talk about this in minute detail, and explain to me how you see what is going on. And also, one more question I have for the obedient. What happens after the 25th of February, when the election is rigged? What will be the obedience do? What will they do? After they go to the courts, and the courts say, oh, no, you didn't win. The election, the result are as they are said. What will the obedience do? I'd like to know that. What will they do? Because that's what's going to happen. So you might as well plan ahead and plan. So let us hear what you have to say on that front. But please, if you disagree with me, type it. Let's debate on it. I'll shortly release. The phone number is on there, but when I'm ready to take calls, I'll let you know. Let me just do something quickly. So I want to just share this to another platform. As I'm talking to you, all the while, I'm trying to share it to reach as many people as possible, because this is such of immense importance that we cannot leave this to chance. We cannot leave this to chance. We need our people to really wake up. This next 5 weeks is of immense critical importance. It's of immense critical importance. It is of immense critical importance that we wake up and understand that we face something that is quite unprecedented. Yeah, the system is rigged. Buju, welcome on board. Yomi Falade. Falade, welcome. 6 steps of Yoruba nation to become a nation. 1, self-determination, recognition by fellow UN nations. Transitioning. 4, 5, referendum. Plebiscite. 5, plebiscite. 6, become a full member of UN. The system is rigged. Welcome on board, Yomi Falade. Very good point, and it's something I actually let me highlight that. Let me highlight that as well. I'm pinning that on board, and please. Like I said, every comment that we see that of relevance, we pin. So Yomi Falade, thank you so much for that. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. Buju, my brother, welcome on board. I agree with you 100%. The system is rigged, and that is what we need our people to recognize. So let me just make sure. I'm just putting this up, just to make sure that we see, what is being said, because we need to really challenge what is the status quo. The status quo is rigged and it's a fraud, and it's designed to enslave the Southerners in perpetuity. And the coming generations, we cannot bequeath enslavement to the coming generation. Let me say that slowly. We cannot bequeath enslavement to the coming generation as a birthright. We cannot. And that's why we have to take collective action together. We really must. So let me just put this up so that those who are tuning in, you can tune in and you can see this broadcast. Permit me, those are Yoruba speaking people here, please do permit me to that I'm not speaking in Yoruba exclusively, because right now, like I said, we need Hausas, we need Middle Beltons, we need Igbos, we need Yorubas. As you saw in the graph, they have already discounted the Middle Belt people, and unless we make them realize that they've been discounted according to the map that they drew, to make them wake up, they will not wake up, because psychologically we've been put to sleep. So what we are trying to do with programs like this is to wake you up, and make you understand that the system is rigged, very much like my brother Buju has said. The system is rigged, period. And that is why we have to reject that 1999 fraudulent constitution. It is a promulgation decree number 24 of 1999, as I showed earlier on, and I'll show it again. So very, very much important that as you're watching this, please share, and share. Please. Now, let's go ahead. And all of my, all of the media, if you can share this broadcast, please go ahead and share it. Now is not the time for us to be talking about divisions. It's about having the one purpose, to wake up the minds of, collective minds of our people to the impending danger of these fraud elections. And if we can work together to do that, please let's do that. Because that the ultimate goal for us is to get Yoruba Nation, Biafra, and Middle Belt, and of course, if the houses want it. So please share this broadcast. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up as you're watching. So now let's go into the details of the figures now. So I'll read the figures now to you. It says here. So you can see, I told you the largest. It said the northwest and the southwest with geopolitical zones are leading in voter registration with 22,672,373 in the for the northwest and 18,332,191 eligible voters in the southwest. The INEC Commission has disclosed. Now, there's a trickery there, but we'll come back to that. We'll come and break that down a little bit more. Now, so it says here, in the commission registered 84,000 voters, the INEC data indicated an increase of 12 million registrations ahead of the 2023 general elections. The Northwest, so now they've increased it, they said 84 million, now it's 93. But based on these figures alone, I want you to know that there is some, it's rigged. Now, so let's go and look at the figures here. It says here, the Northwest comprising of states, Jigawa, Kaduna, Katsina. Remember, please, many of you remember Kaduna was no more than 20 local government areas. Now they split Kaduna into 3, and they split Sokoto into 3. So you can see the trick. Look, this is all rigged. I can go into detail about that because at the time, back in the 60s, Lagos had 20 local government areas. Kaduna had 20 local government areas. Sokoto had, I think, is it Sokoto? One, you know, the three. I'll get the picture out and we'll discuss that. And they split that into 3 regions, giving them over 100 local government areas each, in desert areas. So look, this is fraud from beginning to end. From beginning to end. But let's go and look at the figures. I don't want to, today's focus is the figures. We can look at that at another time and discuss that in detail to see how they've rigged and changed the local government areas by Babangida and his and Aladi Abubakar, Abdusalami Abubakar, and Abacha. They all changed the number of states. All of this was to try and confuse you. They were trying to change, to confuse us to believe in all this Southwest and nonsense. It's a lie. It's North and South. They know it. There's Northerners, Hausas, Fulanis, the Middle Belt, and of course the Southerners, Yorubas and Igbos in general. But they're rigging all of this stuff. And it's time we woke up. Please share this broadcast. Continue to share this broadcast. Very important. Now, so let's look at the figures closely. So it says here the Northwest comprising of 7 states: Jigawa, Kaduna, Katsina, Kano, Kebbi, Sokoto, and Zamfara. So you can see the one you look at, you have to pick out. From Kaduna was one area. They suddenly cut out Jigawa and Katsina. And then from Sokoto they cut out Zamfara, Kebbi. Kano and Kaduna. Anyway, we will break that down and you will see what I mean. So I think Sokoto probably was on its own. But you know generally that what I'm saying is that they've basically taken 2 areas and split it into 3. So they have 6 more local, 6 more areas with 100 local government areas when it should only be 20. Whereas Lagos has not changed from the time they wrote that. So you can see the trickery. So it's really important we understand that. Now let's go into detail. So it says here, again, restating the fact. You see what they do? They put the numbers. This is all psychology. What they're doing is all psychology. They put the number there. When they put number, it's like you're planting a seed. Now, when you now repeat that number, it tallies in your mind. Your mind goes, I've seen that number. Yes, okay, they're right. So that number up there is correct with this number. So you accept it. It's all subliminal messages. It's all about subliminal messages to make you accept their lie. Because they quoted it, they said it here. If they were so sure, they didn't have to repeat it, but they put it here. And then they put it here again. So All of that is for you to not question it, to not begin to look closer into what they've done. So the Southwest region again, they quote that number to make you to accept, even in your own area, to not accept it. But we'll go into detail. So and then the North Central, 15, and again, please, what is North Central? What is North Central? Northeast. Middle Belt is, there's nothing about Middle Belt. No Middle Belt representation whatsoever. None. Trickery. So Northeast, 12 million. 82363, and then the Southeast 11,498,277, and of course North Central 15,682,438. You know, so all of this is geared. Please continue to share this broadcast. It's really important because we're getting to the really critical point now. So now, so this was the figure that they talked about. They said 12. They had 12 million new voters. All of this stuff, you know, they forget to mention. So where are, you know, the government has pardoned the military and the government between them. They've passed on maybe thousands, maybe millions. You know, exactly. They don't want the national census. Exactly. They don't want the national. Exactly. That is why. Exactly. So they pardoned. You know, all the terrorists has been killing people all over the country. Instead of arresting them and trying them in court, the government has pardoned all of them. And instead of, you know, if you're gonna pardoning them, they not only pardon them, they put them in the army. Foreigners are in the army, pardoned, and when you get into the Nigerian army, it means that they've made them a citizen. So how many millions of those are in this number? How many millions of them are there? We don't know. We heard something about there's been rumor about or some stuff about Pantami, you know, giving a voters card to 10 million foreigners. That has been something that has been stated. That could be well in this figure. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt. And the people that they pardoned terrorists, put them in the army, give them homes, give them free schools, everything, and weapons to continue to come. And they've sent them into the Southwest, Middle Belt, and Southeast to kill at will. So INEC is talking about elections where people are being killed on a daily basis. The INEC chief had the temerity to say, oh, where there's displacement, we will try and organize that the people who've been displaced can vote in the displacement camps. So to legitimize the displacement, they vote. Didn't you know that one? That's what it means. If they vote in displacement camp, that means that they've psychologically accepted that their land has gone. That's what's happening. That's the reality that we face. My people, please continue to share this broadcast too. I will need your help to reach more and more people. Don't just leave this among yourselves. Please, I urge you, share. Because the information that we are reaching the real critical mass now. So, they now class Babatunde Idiagbo. Yeah, I know. As Yoruba Fulani, all they need to do now is use all the individuals with Fulani heritage in all parts of Nigeria and sell Fulani's influence everywhere in Nigeria. Just reason. Thank you so much. Again, let me put that here. I love that thinking. Yes, so just reason. You are absolutely right. You know, that was what they were trying to do. But they were quick to get rid of Idiagbo because he was getting in the way of the plans. But you know, can you see now that June 12 is when they say we're getting you to celebrate June 12? It's meaningless. It's a way to dissipate the anger and the tension and the feeling of injustice. It's all a game. It's all a game. You know? Yoruba Fulani, Igbo Fulani, Tiv Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Gwari Fulani, Ibibio Fulani. Thank you. Just reason you are hitting the nail on the head so much, my sister. I hope I hope I'm saying that right. So let me put this. I hope I'm not saying no. Not let me just go replace pin time. Replace pin. So you are just hitting the nail on the head. So now let's go and look at the figures that they put up. Now we're going to look at the figures. Now I've got something here, and I want you to see it. I hope that makes sense. So I'm